Everybody, welcome back to Bayou Time. Harry McCullough here. We're talking with Elizabeth Vargas, the SBA Public Information's Officer. Elizabeth, thanks so much for being with us. We've become friends over the time, unfortunately, but your time, fortunately, may be coming to an end. We got a deadline that's coming up for anybody who wants to get an SBA disaster assistance loan.
Yes, it is. The deadline is November 29, which is next Monday. So it is very important for your residents to know that they have to register with FEMA. The sooner the better. They can do it online until the 29th, and then they have our disaster recovery center at the Civic Center, and will be open today, the rest of the day until 6 p.m., tomorrow all day, and Monday. We're going to be closed for the holidays, 4 days. Unfortunately, the holiday comes and our people has to take some break because we've been working really hard helping it out.
Yeah, we were talking, this is now 3 months. So the deadline's on the 29th. Obviously, the storm had happened on the 29th. So it'll be 3 months exactly. But yeah, that's very important for folks to know that, yeah, it'll be open Wednesday and then Monday, but not in between. So if you're looking to get a loan, now's the time. You would think, hey, look, it's been 3 months. You should know by now. Even if you're on the fence, whether you think you might know one, there might be something that creeps up, you start the application and then you don't have to take it for a while, right?
Yes, exactly. The important thing is that people apply, get their application number. Once you have your application number, even if you have to submit documents later, it's fine, even if the deadline comes. And then once you're approved, you don't have to take the loan. You have 6 months to decide if you need it, if you want more money, less money. It depends. You can work with the loan officer. And then you will have 18 months deferment also, which is really a good thing.
Right. So you don't have to start paying. You might be in between jobs. You might have lost your job because of storm or business or whatever. But you got 18 months to start rebuilding, use this money to get, whether you have a business, you have a nonprofit, or you're a homeowner, you can get a loan and pay it back 18 months from now.
Exactly, yes, and even businesses. For businesses, we have another deadline for economic injury. If they want to apply, they have until May of next year. But that's only for businesses or nonprofit organizations and for economic injury. For physical injury, any losses that a business had for the hurricane, they have to apply before the 29th or the 29th.
Okay, so there's a couple ways to do it. They can come see you, but the best way to do it would be online, right? So yes. we have the websites that you can line up to do it, and here they are. So you want to talk about these?
Yes, we have, well, as I said, residents or homeowners and renters must register with FEMA first. So they can do it online or they can call them, and then they have to fill out their application. And the important thing to know for people that are referred by FEMA to SBA, a lot of people, they don't understand. FEMA tells them, please apply with SBA, and they don't understand because SBA is a small business administration, so a lot of people say, oh, I don't have a business, they're not gonna approve me, and they forget about it. And the thing is, they have to fill out their application, because if we cannot approve them a loan, we may send them back to FEMA for other type of grants that they can be eligible for. And if they are approved, they don't have any obligation, they have time to decide, and there are no fees, no any cost of any kind.
So the FEMA one is first. You have to have that one, and then SBA, which is good. And again, so if you decline, you have 6 months to appeal, which is very good too. But you start the application, wait 6 months whether you want to take it, 18 months deferment, and then there's different interest rates. So homeowners, what's those interest rates?
Homeowners can get up to $200,000 to make repairs or get their house to what it was before the hurricane. And then homeowners and renters also can get $40,000 for their personal property. And that interest rate is 1.56%. And the term is up to 30 years. Usually that's what they get, so their payments are low payments.
Right, so you can pay it alongside with your regular mortgage of that. It's 2.0 for nonprofits, 2.85 for businesses, and they got a little longer. That's a little different, right?
Yes, well, businesses for economic injury, they have until next year. For physical damage, if they lost their inventory or they had damages to their building, they have to apply before the 29th or the 29th.
I see. When we look at those one more time, those websites, and these are websites, right, to go
Yes,
to?
websites and our 1-800 number they can call, and also we have people that speak Spanish in case they need to, and other languages if they also need to, they can request that.
So again, the FEMA one first, 1-800-631-FEMA, which is 3362, or you can apply with SBA after you do the FEMA first. Then you can go online if you're good with a computer, you have one available, or you can call 1-800-659-2955. So that doesn't spell out SBA like FEMA's.
No, no, definitely not. But yeah, they can call 7 p.m., 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day.
And people will help out. And again, it's real important for folks to know it is going to be closed Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of this week for Thanksgiving. So you have on the 24th, the Wednesday, and you have on the 29th, the Monday, again, 7 through 7, to get those applications in. It's very, very important that you do it now. So, Elizabeth, y'all been busy, I would imagine, huh?
Yes, well, it's very important to know that we have approved over $1 billion.
So you guys are going to be open 2 more days before the deadline. So the 24th and the 29th closed in between for Thanksgiving. So it's important for anybody that wants to get an SBA loan to do it now, and there's an urgency, right?
Yes, there is an urgency because the deadline is Monday. So they have until Monday. They can do it online any of these days, or they can go to our center tomorrow or Monday only. So it's
From 7 to 7 from that. So we do have an online number. There's telephone numbers, and there's also some websites that folks can see. So you can do this at any time that you can apply for. So here's the you can apply in person or you can go online, but you have to do FEMA first before you do SBA.
Residents, homeowners, and renters, they must register with FEMA first, because once they apply for SBA, we ask them for the registration number. Businesses, they don't have to. They can go directly to SBA.
Right. So we were talking a little bit off the air and about the amount of loans that you guys have generated. Some incredible numbers. So far in the state, I guess 25 parishes have applied for federal disaster assistance. How much money we're talking about?
We're talking about $1 billion.
$1 billion.
Yes.
In the 25 parishes, mostly made up. I would imagine most of that is down in this area, but. I didn't realize there was 25 parishes in the disaster area, but yeah, when you think about the path this storm took, there's a wide area and a lot of parishes. So $1 billion. Let's talk about Terrebonne, and these do not include the FEMA grants and all that. This is just Small Business Administration loans, and you guys have generated 2,341 applications for home disaster.
Yeah, those are the ones that we have approved. We are processing probably twice as many right now, but we have approved that amount. It's $144 million that they are approved. A lot of people already received their money or their first disbursement, or they are signing their closing documents, and then they get the first disbursement 5 days later.
And then 115 business applications as well. So yeah, grand total $144 million for Terrebonne Parish. And Lafourche, I was surprised you had a little over 1,750 applications in Lafourche Parish. Again, that's not counting the grants from FEMA, and 114 business, but they're also over $100 million.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
So I think 114 million, I should have said 18 applications for businesses, 84 applications for business, 144 million. So yeah. Again, so of that billion, probably a quarter of that is coming from our area here, down here.
Yes, definitely. And we are processing twice as many, as I said. So those numbers are going to go up.
Yeah, it's amazing. A lot of people, you know, I'm sure you hear a lot of people complaining, hey, we're not doing anything fast enough. But the amount of resources that are coming into the area, and look, people like yourself, you live in Houston, Texas. You've been here 3 months. You've been here almost as long as the storm. So we appreciate you guys coming in and helping out and the assistance that a lot of people do. So, yeah, some people may be ornery and things don't happen fast enough, but we certainly appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, there is a misconception, and we find that a lot of people, they just think of FEMA, and FEMA will make your home sanitary and safe, and so you can go back. So it's the basic, but in the long-term recovery, you have to have your insurance, and then SBA can lend the rest of the money that the insurance won't cover. So it's very important for people to understand, and these numbers show, you know, how much SBA helps, and it's federal assistance. People think because they are loans is not assistance, you know, and it is, you know. The grants from FEMA are one thing, but the loans are also assistance because of the low interest and the long term. So we are the long-term recovery for the area and for the disaster.
Yeah, so yeah, this is not grants. These are loans that will be paid back over 30 years. And if you get an interest rate that's 1.56, that's basically you're going to be paying that back the way you got it over 30 years. That's a pretty good bargain there for most people.
Yeah, so your payments are very low. So that is the assistance, you know, that you're gonna have low payments in the long term, but you already have your house back to normal, you know, or back to what it was before the disaster.
Right.
So that's why it's very important for people to understand once they register with FEMA, apply with SBA, you're not obligated to take the loan, and if we cannot approve you, then we send you, in most cases, back to FEMA, other type of assistance that they have, other type of grants.
So, yeah, so again, you start the application, you can wait 6 months before you actually take the money. You got 18 months to defer when you're going to start paying it back, and then you can get those loans up to 30 years. So that's awesome. What else should we know as we wrap up here and as you guys wrap up next Monday?
Apply. That's my recommendation. And it's important for people to know we're not going to sell the loans to a bank later on. And This is the federal government at your service. We're working with the tax money that we have from taxpayers to help out in the disaster and make your community get back to normal the sooner.
Right. Well, Elizabeth Vargas with the SBA. We appreciate your time down by. Thank you so much for being away from your home and helping a lot of folks get back on their feet. All right, we'll be right back with more Bayou Time.